Hello guys, I wish you a warm welcome to Usitility. Well, we are going to discover how to play Standoff 2 on PC. As you can see now, you are able to watch it on your screen. It will be possible to efficiently download and set up Standoff 2 and play the game on the Windows PC using our keyboard, mouse and large monitor. So it's time to have fun, let's go. First of all, my friends, the first thing to do is to open our favorite web browser. We have here the one we use by default. Let's go to the current URL that I'm highlighting in green. Now, you are able to see on the screen. There is no need to type anything, because I provided the link in the description of this video and as well in the first pinned comment. We landed right here on our Usitility internet site, where we have a detailed description on how to download and install Standoff 2 on PC. We scroll down a bit and also click on the Download Game on PC button. Once clicking on that link, we land here on the website of LDPlayer. No panic, it is just the Android emulator that we will launch to get access to the game Standoff 2 on the PC. As you can see here, we have several advantages of preferring that emulator: custom controls, multiple instances, instance synchronization, macros, scripts, high FPS, etc. Then, we are on the way to proceed to download the Standoff 2 by clicking on the button Download Standoff 2 on PC that I have marked in green. We then click on it. And the download starts and ends immediately. Here it is, this is the download. It is a file to execute. What we are going to do now is to launch the installer. Okay, so we click on the file. If we are on Windows 10, it will have asked us for permission to allow changes to the computer. We have said yes. I reduce the web browser to see the installer much better. The installer is quite simple. It consists of two options, install, and setup path. I will clarify what setup path really does. We simply just click on it. Therefore we discover that we have here the path in which the emulator will be placed. If we desire to modify this folder, we must click on the Browse button, therefore we pick another folder and set up the emulator exactly where we wish. To keep it simple, just set it by default. I simply click back. So I pick Install. At this point, before you start the installation of that emulator, it is possible that it'll show us a number of application software offers to install on our desktop or laptop. Because I do not wish to have any of those software, I only click each time on the Reject button. Voila! The install starts and it's going to proceed along with the download of these megabytes that happens to be displayed on the screen. The moment you save it on your hard disk, it is likely to be slightly more or less megabytes. The data transfer speed may go at a higher speed or slower, determined by your web access and according to the velocity of the emulator hosting servers. Right away they are working extremely fast. The download is completed, so now it continues with the installation part. The installation will require a little bit more or less time depending on the power of your personal computer. The more efficient it really is, the faster the software setup time and vice versa. If we join the download and installation stage, it can take a considerably long time, so have patience. It is already completely finished for me. At this point, the emulator has actually been launched instantly. As you will notice, at the bottom of the screen, there is a progress bar that will fill up. Then when it gets to the end, the emulator is launched for the first time. The fact is the emulator is already launched, here for the first time. Plus LD Store is by default launched, that is a kind of Google Play. That isn't the most correct method to set up the game, and I don't advise using it, for the reason that generally the LD Store puts an out-of-date version of the video game. I'll demonstrate to you how to set up the video game utilizing the Google Play, and I recommend you to do it this way. The very first thing we will have to do is to navigate to the desktop by simply clicking on this icon that I am indicating in green. Before we carry on, as can be seen, it has created two icons right here on the PC desktop. The LDPlayer and LD Multiplayer. Note that the LDPlayer icon is going to be the one we are considering. At any time when we desire to launch Standoff 2 on the PC, we double-click on that icon and therefore start the emulator. The LD Multiplayer icon isn't about multiplayer or anything at all like that. The fact is, it's an icon that we will almost certainly never ever utilize. We should make the next step, that is a must, and which is to enter the Google Play Store. To do that, we will go there to System Apps, we click. And we will mouse click on Play Store. As you can see now, the Google Play is presented. Here we need to sign in. At present, the moment we are there, we must perform the next step that is definitely mandatory. So we simply click on Sign In. At this point it announces checking info. It can from time to time get stuck in checking info, additionally it does not move ahead. If that's the case, you should try to log in after a few hours and it may almost certainly be repaired. At this point we shall enter our username and password. The email has to be a Gmail email as well as its corresponding password. For example, you may use the same exact email address you use at this moment in your YouTube account. Thus I am going to type in my data and I'll return after I have done it. That's all, information entered. And here is Google welcoming us and offering us their terms of service. We will say yes to them by hitting I agree. After that, it allows us to back up to the Google Cloud. You could leave it selected and it will produce a backup of the data on this device to Google Drive. I will not select it, you do what you want. We click on accept. From now Google Play is presented as favorite choice and immediately. If the Google Play just isn't launched immediately and you are unsure how to launch it manually, I explain how to do so. First thing is to navigate to the emulator desktop by simply clicking on this icon designated in green. At this time we navigate to the System Apps folder. And we click the Play Store icon. Okay, I am here within Google Play. What we're going to accomplish now is go here to search for apps and games. And consequently we're going to search for Standoff 2. Generally there we have it, we should click the first result. Right here we access to the game. Why don't we click right here on the Install button that I am presenting now in green. Therefore it will initiate the installation. At present it will download on your desktop or laptop and install the video game. It can take a while or it could possibly be almost immediate. This all is determined on our own web connection. It's already ended installing. Back to the emulator desktop by simply clicking on this button that I am showing in green, in order to run Standoff 2 for the very first time. We're presently on the emulator desktop, and we are going to click this new Standoff 2 software icon that has been created. This Android game is launched for the first time on your device. There we get it, I can click anywhere on the screen and also make use of the keyboard. I should talk about the volume of this emulator. It is right here. We have the icon of higher volume and also the icon of lower volume. This manner we will not depend on the Windows volume to increase or decrease the sound experience of this emulator. As well as to appreciate the experience to the fullest, we could turn on the large monitor, for which we have two options. That is simply the first one, we just click on this software icon that I'm designating in green. Then the display screen is maximized, having one border at the top, one at the right and one at the bottom. Supposing that we like to enjoy the video game in full screen, we hit this app icon. And therefore we would probably already be experiencing the game in 100% screen mode. To leave the complete screen mode, press the F11 key. And therefore we would undoubtedly already end up being in normal display mode. At this moment I am ready to show you the computer keyboard mapping, which is definitely very exciting. That way we will be capable to play the video game a lot more effortlessly. The first point is to click on this application icon. And here you will have the ability to make the required configurations. I can leave the default settings, but if you desire to modify this, you can easily do so without having problem. I have this moment to comment that in some cases, when starting the Android game a black screen shows up. If it's so and you see the black screen and that emulator doesn't initiate, I suggest a feasible alternative. We should hop on over to the cogwheel. Within the emulator preferences, in the advanced option we get several graphic resolutions. This is the resolution we've currently chosen by default, and so we must select any of these additional resolutions, for example that one below. We pick it and then click on Save. It will require us to restart this emulator, and soon after restarted, most probably the emulator will begin and your black display will vanish entirely. As you can notice, the emulator is absolutely in our language. In some cases it happens that your emulator is launched in the incorrect language, such as, in Chinese. Then to set it up in the right language we go here to the cogwheel. Then right here within additional settings, we mouse click on the language drop down. We could opt for the language we need, English, Chinese, etc. As soon as the language is selected, we could save. The emulator will restart, along with the game. Next time we launch it, will as well be in the picked language. At present, you will find another detail that we will need to take into account, and it's that we will receive an email telling you that a new device has been linked to this Google account. It will certainly question us if we're the ones who have connected that device. That's right, we should not be troubled, as the emulator is acting as an Android tablet or smartphone. And then to identify which device is being emulated, we come right here, to the cogwheel, and we just click on it. So we browse here to the Model option. And right here we see that the emulator is behaving like a Samsung cell phone. And so we're going to receive an email saying that a new Samsung device has been connected to our Google account. That's all guys, so much for the training. I hope you enjoyed it, especially that you thought it was useful. If so, offer it a pleasant like, subscribe, and I will be happy to answer all your comments, concerns or suggestions. Put them in the comment box down below. You also can leave a remark on my Twitch channel. I do live streams ever so often. You have it down below in the video description and in the first pinned comment. Just click any of these video tutorials which are usually appearing on the computer screen, and let's have fun again in the future videos. Bye.